Hey everybody, welcome back to Pokéhaan Craft, episode, Uncertainty. But anyways, so I did some stuff, and, actually I've done a lot of stuff off camera, and for one of those things is I made a Christmas tree. It's out of the final collectors. I don't know, can I say Christmas tree? Holiday tree. Politically, politically correct, politically correct. A giant pulsating monument to the, uh, December holiday of your choice. Unless, of course, you do the whole January thing, which is like, what, Orthodox or something? I don't even know. But, too many variations. Point case is, I made a Christmas tree. Now, this is all with the final collector with the Nether Star. Because as you know, last episode, we did the Nether Star thing. I could keep going with this and, like, do a whole chunk, fill the sky limit, and still have EMC left over, but we're not gonna do that. That's just annoying and stupid, and I already have more EMC that I could probably use in any reasonable situation. So, I mean, if I try to do something stupid like make 80 million singularities because I have no life and, you know, mindless, menial, giant numbers, get me all excited. I don't even know. But okay, so instead of keeping complaining and freaking out, let's actually get to the actual stuff that I've done. So I reset up the Inferium farm, and I replanted the Wither seeds because I don't think they have an EMC value. So I just decided that it'd be a good idea. I made timer balls. Ooh, a shopkeeper. What do you got, Mr. Shopkeeper? Hmm. Should I buy one of each just because? I got a Duststone, literally, in my inventory. Nah, I don't really care. I'm pretty satisfied with my team for the most part. I mean, there are some things I would change, but it's fine. But I got these guys. This is Timer Balls, and then for the fourth Pokeball, because I had space for one more, I figured I might as well do it. I picked the Friendship Ball because any Pokemon caught with it gets their base happiness straight to 200, and max happiness is 250. So I figured that's a pretty good perk. I mean, this one and the Luxury Ball are the two that have friendship perks, but I figured getting a boost straight to 200 is probably a little bit better than just having the rate increased. So yeah, I went with that. I might be wrong. I don't know, but it's done and I ain't changing it. So, ha. Are you a trainer? Would you like to die today? Level 46. I think I'll pass. I could use the experience, but my guys ain't even full leveled yet. And I want to finish my top tier food automation today. That's what this episode is about. Catching up in the top tier automation. So I put my bed in this little tiny hidey hole corner thing. I figured it was out of the way. And I moved some of the stuff over here. I'm trying to move stuff around in a sense that makes sense. Get it? Like, in a sense that makes sense. I have this pumping in Inferium Essence. It should be pumping in Inferium Essence. I don't know. I didn't put a servo on that. That's alright. I'm not ready for... It's not that big of a deal right now. And then I have this as a seed reprocessor. All the seeds I put in here makes the different essency stuff, and all of the essence go in here. And then this only pulls out the Inferium. So it's a way to kind of sort things a little bit, so I don't have to worry about it as much. And then over here, I'm not sure anymore, like, how much more tech I'm really going to do, but I do have forestry pretty much set up. This is this auto seed oil production, and this is the water carpenter. So this is the seed oil carpenter, this is the water carpenter. Unless I get into bees, which may or may not. Depends, really. We'll see where that takes us. And then over here we have the ore processing. Everything gets pulverized. I set it up that this takes out the secondary output, but I also have this set up to take out the secondary output. So in theory, I'm hoping that everything that can go to the right will go to the right. And then whatever can't go to the right will then go to the left. Now, if that works, that'd be cool. If it doesn't work, it's just the secondary output, so I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. Then everything gets pumped into the resourceful furnace, which makes essence and various stuff. And then in here, the essence it's turning snowballs into whiz powder instead of having this, because I actually made experience seeds, so I can do a experience farm with these guys. But the only thing they make are the experience droplets, which I think you can eat as is, and you can make bottles of enchanting, and that's all you could do with it. And then you can't use these to, like, fluid processor or anything, so that's kind of annoying. Like, I can't melt it, I can't put in the fluid transposer. Bottles of enchanting are pretty much just to gain experience. So I'm going to use all the experience for other things, and then I'll make the bottles of enchanting for my own personal experience. I think that pretty much takes care of that. My system's the same as it was. Nothing changed there. Up here I have the battery for extra utilities, which I kind of just threw in a corner. I figured out of the way. It seems to be doing just fine. I don't really know how that works, but I'm powering like 100 machines off this single battery, so I'm not really complaining, I guess. Then I have I ripped this off of System Collapse, like, straight up. Like, I was looking through the different generators, and there's nothing that really beats this setup with this pack. Like, the resources and EMC availability, this is probably the best and easiest power generation setup you can do. So, and I did spend a little bit of time looking at it, not too much, but a little bit of time. So, this was kudos to System Collapse for the design. I mean, I would have came up with it on my own, because it's not really difficult, but he saved me a lot of time of, mulling over what would be a good idea. I did it off camera because, well, this design is nothing new. A lot of people do designs very similar to this. Very similar to this. So, it wasn't that big of a deal. I didn't think about setting it up on camera. Right now, I have them all set to the Electrum kit with 2 speed augments. There's nothing else that's really useful for them. And as far as lava's concerned, I got 6 million buckets now, and I didn't even use an entire stack of Atenerless fuel. Close, but about a little over half a stack. And that got, all these full plus 6 million buckets. Well, 7 million, I guess. I figured once this gets up to about 1 trillion buckets of lava, I'll set this to a redstone signal. So I, like, literally just... I don't know how long I'll play this pack, but I don't want to make the mistake of, like, I don't know what would happen if that filled up. Like, would this place lava in the world? Would it just stop because it wouldn't be able to place lava? I don't know. So I think once I get to 1 trillion, I'll just set it to a redstone signal. I imagine that if it's using the item on the block and the block can't accept the item, that it would probably just not work. But I don't know. I don't know. So, that's all that taken care of. Now, let's get to the actual automation part. Now, I did, the chicken essence for eggs, the pig essence for pork chops, and wheat, or seeds for wheat, that is making wheat flour. And I did those off camera because they are identical setups to this. The only real difference is the seeds. Like, I have extra seeds getting pumped into the garbage, and, this is just, it's getting the phyto grow, and and it's an identical setup. Alright, or it's pretty much identical. The only difference is this one's going into a resourceful furnace rather than a black hole unit. So there's that. Now, what I want to do, what I'm thinking about doing, is in this corner is pretty much all the items I need to completely automate this breakfast. I have salt, I have water, I have Pokemon eggs, I have the cornmeal, and I have the fresh milk. Now the question would be, is how do I plan to do this? So I'm thinking that instead of having all these guys set up down here in different places and all weird and stuff, I'll run cables to the roof and then have like all of them lined up like right here, and then have them drop down into sequential fabricators to actually make the breakfast. I think. Maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe we could just do it. I mean, really, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Let's get, so we need to make grits. Let's do grits. Yeah, let's do grits first. So, sequential. We'll just grab a stack of those guys. And we're going to do... Now let's actually put it like this. Now, do you know what? I need the face facing this way, because I'm not sure what's going to need to be pumped where, and more than likely I'm going to put more of it towards the back than the front. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for now. Now we'll need more, I'm sure, but this will be for now. Click those guys off. Click those guys off. Oh, come on, man, what are you doing? You can't fight me. You should know better. Freaking annoying little sturdy rock thing. Somebody was walking down a mountain trail one day and saw a rock that kind of looked like a face. Was like, oh, you know what? This is going to be a Pokemon. And that's what you are. Now you're dead. Anyways, so, let's do kits. Kit. Oh, I made the book too, by the way. The book that unlocks everything. I made that. So now every single thing that has EMC, we have access to like that. I don't know if you heard that, like that. So we have access to it. I hope that didn't sound really bad on camera, like me snapping my fingers. I don't know what that would actually sound like. But hey, you know what? It's cool. It's cool. Not a big deal. We'll grab a bunch of these guys, and let's keep it simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can put this guy here, and that should be serving 5 tiles. Yes, good. All right, so that should be powering up, doing its power thing, and I want to set these up prior to letting the items go in. So I want salt, water, eggs, let's hurry up and get these to a black hole tank real quick. I don't know why I didn't set that up prior, but you know what? No point crying about it. And it's a black hole unit, not a tank. Unit. So we do that, and we need servos. And item ducts. Apparently, that's not how you spell that. Oh, it's all one word. Okay. Good enough. I'm actually going to need more servos than just one. Servo. Bam. And let's head back down here and get this going. So, what we want is in theory, we want it not to connect to that, because it's not going to do us any good. It's not going to be a good thing. So I need my crescent hammer, not a wrench, not a hammer, a crescent hammer. And can I reach over there? Nope. And we want this guy to be broken off. And then we want a servo here. And we just want to activate it because it doesn't really matter. It's not a very complicated process. And we're going to need to get out of this hole. Well, this will work as good as any. And this can go back here. And this can go here and here. So this should be giving me pork chops, right? Pork chops. Pork chops. Alright, pork chops. Yay, pork chops. Alright, so then we need cooked pork chops. So we have salt, water, eggs, cooked pork chops, wheat flour, cornmeal, fresh milk. Alright, so let's see what we can do with this. So for the first one, we want to make grits. And grits is a pot, cornmeal, milk, water, salt. So cornmeal, milk, water, salt. It's not gonna stick because I didn't get the pot out first. Pot. And this that book thing might be more of a hassle than a help, if I'm being honest. Cornmeal, milk, water, and salt. And that's going to make grits. So grits, and we're going to put the input in the back. So now, theoretically, if I run cables from all of these, and put servos on all of these, it should all go through the cable and go in here to fill this up. Theoretically. So let's see what happens. I want to do this. Let's grab our crescent hammer, because we're going to do a ton of breaking connections. We'll take that one out, and we're going to do this one, which is going to take that one out, and then this should be flour and milk, or cornmeal milk, right? Yeah, so we could do this one, and then we're going to need one from this one. Alright, that looks about right. So, how do we want to accomplish this? If we go across the front, it might connect to a bunch of junk. So let's go, bam. Let's get rid of that connection. And bam. 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 Alright. And then we can do 1, 2 as well. And then this guy should be... Get out of my basement, you freak. You weren't invited. Oh, he confused me. What a jerk. Ain't gonna matter. You're in my house now. Literally. So, I can heal. Doesn't matter how much damage you do to me, I'll just keep healing. And that's just how it is. So let's do this. And let's do this. Now, this might not be the best way of doing this. It probably isn't. It's probably horrible. But it's going to keep my wires from connecting, and I can still walk underneath them. So, I'm not going to cry about it. Now the question would be, do I want to just connect these two? Right? I mean, why not, right? It's going to really make a difference. So I just do that. And then we could do servos all around. And in theory, we should just have to turn them on. And then it should put the required substances into the thingy. I mean, like I said, this might not be the best way of doing things, but whenever everything gets filled up, it shouldn't overdo the stuff. So one there, and that. Now, is this getting items it shouldn't be getting? Not yet. Good. It's not, excuse me, it's not quite getting all the items it should be getting either. Although I probably have a lot more salt and water than I have of the other items. There's some milk. And there's the cornflower. Good. Now, why is it not... Oh, I don't have anywhere to put the grits. But that's okay. I just want it to fill up. That's fine. Okay, so now let's work on the next one. That has grits. So what do I want from this guy? This guy, biscuits and gravy. Cooked pork chops is all on its own. Eggs are all its own. And toast. So I need biscuits. So biscuits is 2 different crafting recipes. So we need butter and dough. So let's do dough first. It's water, salt, flour. Easy. So in here we're gonna do. Did I? Gotta grab more of the items. Water, salt, and I have flour in my inventory. Okay, so let's do water, salt, flour, and hopefully it's not shaped recipe because this will be far more convenient if I can do it in an order like that. And then what did it need? It needed a bakeware? No, not for dough. It's like a mixing bowl or something, right? Yeah, a mixing bowl. So, mixing bowl. Bam. And we can pop this guy. Oh, yeah, that's right. Mixing bowl. Salt. Water. Flour, right? And that's going to do dough. So we're going to check mark that guy. And let's do this. And he should be getting his various items. Do I have this configured? I do. So let's give this an input in the back. And he should be getting his stuff. Very nice. Very, very nice. Can't complain about that. Next thing we got to do is gravy. Now, gravy, on the other hand, has a potential problem. I need stock, and I haven't decided how exactly I want to get stock. I'm kind of thinking like, well, here's what I'm kind of thinking. So stock is a pot and a stock is a pot and a bone or a vegetable of some sort. I'm not sure if any of these have an EMC value. Like, can I do wheat and a pot, and is it going to give me stock? Okay, well, by the time we go through all this and actually see... Oh, potato. Potatoes. So let's do, let's go into here. Let's get an MK1 chest thing. And let's do matter. Grab a piece of magenta. And let's grab some potatoes. 64 EMC. They're probably all 64 EMC. Carrot, also 64 EMC. So we'll do carrots, why not? Doesn't really matter. And then this one is going to do, get rid of this. Oh wait, no, never mind. That one's taken. This one is the one I need. So we're going to do the input on the top. We're going to do this. And then we're going to do carrots. And magenta matter. And this guy should eventually fill with carrots. Theoretically. We need another pot for the stock. So, pot. And we do that. And that. And check mark. And it should be getting carrots. Okay. Now that's stock down. What's next? Yeah.
Honestly, she'll take us to Dollar Tree to get the tissues.
Alright.
Okay. Get some sleep tonight. We have a busy day tomorrow.
Well, if I can sleep, I usually do it. Ay, caramba. Anyways. So, now we need to get stock and flour to make gravy. So we might as well do an input here and an output here. And that's not going to completely fill up, isn't it? Let's just pause that. Just relax. Relax for a minute. It's all good. So, actually, sorry. I don't know what her problem is. So stock and flour gets gravy. Gravy is, I need butter for the biscuits. So it's, is there another recipe? No, salt and heavy cream. What's heavy cream take? Heavy cream is milk in a mixing bowl. Alright. So let's just go ahead and we'll follow through with the gravy. So this is going to be, gravy is, it doesn't have a mixing bowl or something? Alright. Works for me. And we'll check mark that guy. And we can have the wheat come in on the side. Actually, no, the stalks coming in on the side, and then the flour can come in through this side. Where is the flour? There it comes. Alright. So that gives us gravy, dough. Okay, that's going to be a bit of an issue, I think. Because I guess I could put a sequential fabricator on top. And that'll be just fine for the butter. Well, butter's going to take 2 crafts too. Oh well, let's see. So, butter is going to be, yeah, heavy cream and salt. So, heavy cream is milk in a mixing bowl. So let's do, I am doing this wrong. Now, where is the milk? Alright, grab more milk. Shabam. Alright, we're good. We're gonna do this as close to right as we possibly can. So that's gonna give us heavy cream. You can check that. We want to output that in the bottom. And then, to make butter, we need the heavy cream. Wrong. Butter, we need the heavy cream and salt in a pot. So let's grab a pot. That's a saucepan, isn't it? Let me double check. God. Now I'm all ticked off because, like, she just loves saying stuff that doesn't need to be said. I wonder if they pay her extra to be annoying. Or if it's just like, it's just free of charge. She just throws it in on the deal. It is a saucepan. Freaking pig, man. Saucepan. And that can go there. We can input. Now, input in the top. It's going to be heavy cream. And salt. And that's going to give us butter. Alright. And then butter and dough is going to give us biscuits. And this is dough. This is butter. And now we need biscuits. Biscuits. And how do we want to do that? What's in here? This is a whole... Okay, that's a whole thingy. So we can do this here. And this guy is doing butter. So we can output into this side. And you can get rid of all your thingies. And butter. Well, it's gonna be gone anyway. So let's see, biscuits, butter, and dough. And dough is down here, isn't it? Ooh. So this one can be all... If I break this, is it gonna maintain its like inventory and stuff? Did that mess anything up? Okay, so let's just... What if I do this? It messes it up. Alright, so this is a finished... It doesn't matter. That one's a finished product, so we know what we're doing with that one. So let's do... Let's just redo this. We want grits in here, which is going to be a pot, cornmeal, water, salt, and milk. And milk. So, bam. That's going to be over here doing its thing. You can check mark that recipe. And now all we need to do is throw a cable here and it'll get everything it needs to get. Perfect. Now, let's get this guy off of here. And we can throw him here. And he's going to get an input from that side. An export from that side, so he's getting dough. And then he should be butter. Why is this not doing... You know, we'll figure it out later. And then we're going to have to do this. And we can get rid of that one. And this top one can be an input. And that's going to be butter. So, dough, butter, and a baking dish. Dough, butter, and bakeware. Alright. So let's do... bakeware. And it's going to be dough, butter. Why are you... You shouldn't be gathering dough there. Why are you getting dough there? That's going to be a little annoying. But once we get this started, we should be okay. So we need bakeware, dough, butter, check mark. Alright. Alright. Now, doing good. Getting biscuits. Biscuits. And gravy. Yeah, biscuits and gravy, right there. Alright, cool. Just slowly get rid of all this out of my inventory. And let's see. So, biscuits, dough, butter, milk. Wait. Okay, so this is going to be... Why is this not doing... This should be making until it's full. Am I out of milk? Not out of milk. Okay, there's some reason why it's not wanting to... How about that? How's that for a reason? Alright. And then this guy should also be an input in the back to get salt. Okay. So, you can get milk now. There it is. Alright. You can get salt. Good. Then you will be good to do your dough stuff that you're already doing. So, perfect. This guy's stock. He doesn't need anything from the system. This guy is gravy, which is flour and stock, which is getting stock from the right, gravy from the back. This guy is grits. So we got biscuits, gravy, and grits. Done. So this one's biscuits. This one's gravy. Let's do this. And let's do... How many towels is it serving? 8. That's alright. We're good. We're good. Now, this is the biscuits. So, I'm going to output on the bottom. And we want to input on the bottom. And on this one, we want to output on the bottom. So then, this guy should get the stuff to make biscuits. Biscuits and gravy, in specific. So, I might not need a servo. You know what, we're going to do servos, just to be safe. So let's do this. Servo. this, and then we'll hold off on. Actually, I want to do this one down lower, like that. You know, that's fine. Not a big deal. Let's do this, and this is also going to be an output with a servo, and we want the servos to be on because all it's going to be doing is removing the biscuits from this one and the gravy from this one, and then it should be peachy. So now what we want is the biscuits and gravy, which is going to be a cutting board. So let's grab us a cutting board. This is going to be a long episode. I apologize for the interruptions. I apologize for the lack of, I don't even know the word to use. I don't want to say, like, I was unprepared, but just, like, being distracted and befuddled is the word I'm looking for, right? So that can go there. And then, biscuits and gravy. What about you? How are you doing on... You can have some more of that. Let's just... I didn't want to take the whole freaking stack. Oh, well. Biscuits and gravy. As long as I'm fast enough, it'll be fine. So, bam, 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 and bam. So now that should get... Actually, it will not get... Now it will get the biscuits and gravy accordingly. So bam, bam, and bam. Alright. So everyone should be cool and happy. We'll have biscuits and gravy and grits. Done. Good to go. Alright, guys. I'm going to end the episode here. And I'm going to pick right back up on another episode and finish this completely. Because all we have left is basically toast and to put it all together. So, but it's going to take probably 15 minutes, and that'll take us into an hour. So I'm just going to end it here. Thanks for watching. We'll finish this and find something else to do. So, catch you guys next time.